Hey all, Hipper here, and welcome to the 5th episode of the community update. So, of course, the main news for this week, and I know I skipped last week, sorry about that, but there wasn't a lot of stuff to get into. So this week here is obviously update week, and there's a few interesting things here, and just notice on the Facebook post here that the Transformers Legends Part 2 is actually coming along with the former Part 1, so that'll be interesting. There's a few new commanders there, and of course there's a new campaign. The prize this time around being yet another Tier 7 premium cruiser. This time the Piotr Bagration. Don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, we'll give it a shot. And yeah, I mean the campaign is pretty much standard, and the rewards also, yeah, nothing out of the ordinary really. But if we have a look at what this cruiser is actually about, and to do that, I'm going to visit my good old friend April Whitemouse from World of Warships, because she did a review on it a few years ago, and obviously it may not be the same in Legends, we don't know yet, but I'm kind of counting on that it will be. So of course I'm giving Little White Mouse all the credit here. This is her words, I'm just showing them. And really, from what I can see here, it doesn't sound like a very interesting cruiser to me. White Mouse says it's safe, and she even uses the word boring, and yeah, that pretty much tells me all I have to know. But let's see when the update is out on Monday. And next up we have a new alternative Soviet destroyer line, and of course I welcome any line, but I also looked into these things, and I'm not sure that I'm going to prefer those over the existing line, but we'll see. And of course more content is better. And we'll have another ranked season, actually 3 of them. And again, it's with the power-ups, and that means that I probably won't be partaking again, because I really don't like the heals. I think they ruin the thing, for me at least. Another interesting piece of news is that we're actually going to get a global XP legendary cruiser, the Stalingrad. And of course, I am excited that we're actually going to get global XP legendaries, because I think it takes so long in the bureau, and yeah, I'm happy that they're going to start doing this. So I had a look at the ship on PC again using Little White Mouse's write-ups, and again I'm not that impressed. It seems like a very nice AP cruiser, and yeah, I'm not that excited, but I like the fact that you can now get legendaries using global XP. So my Facebook notifications were just going off all night last night because of people discussing the nerf to destroyer concealment. But anyway, a lot of balance changes in this update here, so let's just go through them from the beginning. So the first one is one I'm very happy about. I just wish it would be even harder nerf than this, and that is like a worse reload time for Cleveland, and it's about like half a second. It's nothing. It should be a second or more in my opinion, but at least it helps. There's also a few changes to Alaska, nothing really groundbreaking there. The same with Nagato. I mean, there's a little bit of a rudder buff there, but nah, not really anything I consider interesting. The Kagero torpedo decrease though is interesting. That's nearly 10%, so that's quite a buff there. Very nice. And then Yamato gets a few minor tweaks as well, nothing interesting there. And we'll just skip Vanguard for the moment here and go on to Tirpitz. There's a little bit of like better grouping, also nothing really amazing. The same with Bismarck and Champagne as well, some tiny adjustments, nothing I would really look forward to at all. But if you go back to Vanguard, that's another buff for this British battleship here. And if you notice here, they have finally buffed what really matters on this ship here, and that is the rudder. Finally. So So of course the dispersion is better, actually quite a lot better, but the main thing here is the rudder. And I have been playing around with an agile Vanguard build in the past, and it's decent. Like I'm kind of excited to see what this rudder increase here will bring, because if you do like I do and pop an agile tenant here onto Vanguard, funny things will actually happen. First of all, you'll get 2 reload boosts, which is quite amazing. Of course, another heal and another consumable. And look at the rudder here, 7.9 seconds. So cut 1.5 seconds additionally off that on Monday, and we're going to see Vanguard get down into probably the 6-second area, which would be the fastest rudder on any battleship, I'm pretty sure, and faster than some cruisers. So that'll be interesting to play around with. Okay, next up there's a little bit of change to Gnevny and really nothing interesting there. And Tashkent, very interesting. You get the choice between a smoke generator or a repair party. I'm probably still gonna stick with my smoke generator, but at least having the option of a repair party opens up some new avenues in the ship here, so that's quite interesting. And Leone gets an exhaust smoke generator. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. But the really interesting thing is that the duration of the Italian exhaust smoke is increased by 3 seconds, and also this dispersion time is increased by 5 seconds, and that's exactly what those ships need. So I'm very excited to take Amalfi out again when the update lands. Alright, so have a look at the stuff that was all over Facebook last night, and that is of course the buffs and nerfs to commander skills. And there are some interesting things here, like before it's too late, yeah, well, that's like decent, I guess. Nothing really that excites me there. The same with flank speed, marksmanship and mortar, not much. But Velocious, you get an increase in speed, which is very, very nice. It doesn't say how much, but it means that the speed you're losing by having, for example, 2 rudder inspirations on your agile build, you will gain at least some of it on Monday. So that makes me very happy, because especially Hipper and Edinburgh could really use just another 2 more. So I guess we'll see the details when the update lands, but looking very good. Evil Sparks running with scissors, yeah, again, nothing that really upsets me. Then we get to the nerfs here, and Fragile Threat, yeah, I see how some people might be upset about that, but really, I don't really see much of a problem in that. What I do see a problem in, on the other hand, is Ingenious. I don't understand for the life of me why this skill had to be nerfed. Like, I don't think that many people run it on their cruisers, and I can understand if the rotation was working for battleships as well, but it doesn't. It only works for cruisers. So why do that? And I'm not really sure how much the actual reduction is, because it's really explained really poorly here. So I guess we'll find out when the update lands. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed about this. I don't know why that was necessary, but I guess Wargaming have their reasons. And then we get to the big one here, and that is Swirsky and Bay. They both lose 1% of their concealment bonus, and really I don't see how that matters. Like it takes maybe 200 meters at the most of your concealment, and really that makes absolutely no difference. And it's not like you're gonna get outspotted anyway, because of course the same penalty applies to any other DD, so it's going to be pretty much the same. Now, I do understand some of the criticism that's been leveled at Wargaming for basically, well, nerfing Swirsky here, because you can only get this commander by buying something in the game, a ship usually, the Polish destroyer. So really this commander is a premium commander in my mind, and I just think it's bad form to nerf stuff that people actually pay for. I realize that he's not a real event commander and that he'll probably be in the commander section whenever we get the whole European line. But still, people had to pay to get this guy, myself included. And although I don't really care about the concealment nerf, I do care about the fact that nothing really seems to be sacred, and a commander that you have more or less paid real money for, that Wargaming just, well, pretty much decides to nerf him. I'm not sure I agree with that. It's not that bad, it's only 1%, but it is a slippery slope. Okay, let's leave the nerfs and buffs behind now, and I remember that I promised our good Kraken hunting friend Metajerk to mention his competition here, and he's looking for someone who has a Kraken with less damage than he does, and also a team with a lower average XP than the worst team he's ever seen. So if you have those things, well, let him know. And of course there's a few more rules and details, so head over to his YouTube to check it out. And these are the games that he has challenged people to to break. Okay, let's just take a few quick good games here, and this one popped up on my Facebook feed the other day, and it's an Iowa battle, standard domination, with no less than 290,000 damage. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, well done, absolutely crazy. And also this Martell battle here, 217, also an absolute barn burner. So yeah, keep them coming, please. I always like to look through them. And last but not least, my lifelong dream finally came true. I became a top fan of Fat Guy Gaming, and wow, I just feel so special now. So I suggest that you go and check him out if you haven't already. And he streams pretty much, yeah, all the time, and it's good fun to join in. So I can only recommend you pass by Fat Guy, or Dirty Mike D, as he's known as locally, I guess. So yeah, give him a visit. So that was the community update for this week here, and of course, as you can tell, it's mostly been about the new update, because obviously that's very interesting for most people. And although I don't see as much controversy in it as some people do, I still I don't like the fact that Swirsky has been nerfed. I do understand that he's not a real premium commander, but it's a borderline here one, I think. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you out there.